Oh, there he is.
Rosso, Judge.
Yes,
He is set for trial on Monday, Judge.
for,
This is for a jury.
competency.
No, Judge, he's incompetent to stand trial.
Oh, so they're having it.
He had his 46 be extended out for
Oh.
competency in December. Likely will never regain competency, but I just want to push it out. His pretrial services officer and his sister and everybody are involved in an email saying they're aware of what's going on. Like they asked me.
All right, so here's my question for you. Have you talked to the state to see, because I understand when people are never going to regain competency. Have you talked to the state to see if there can be some sort of transfer or something?
I can't, Judge. I've been dealing with Miss Onker over there
Okay.
as well, so I'll follow up with them as well, but just pressing matter just to get this out of the way.
Okay. And did they bring him over?
No, Judge, he's on bond. He's doing outpatient restoration.
Okay, so where is he?
He's here, Judge. I just informally approached.
Oh, you're set on May 19th.
I'm set next week.
Okay,
This is not the fifth time I've done it for this.
all right. No. So how's everything going with him on bond?
He's doing good, Judge. He's compliant. He's cooperating. There's been a couple of little rescheduling of appointments. His sister is involved helping him, but so far so good.
All right, so is this criminal trial division?
It is, Judge. It's an arson.
All right, so if you'll talk to criminal trial division and let's see how far they want it set off.
Okay, Judge, I will.
All right, thank you. All right, who's here on Daniel Berlanga? And is he in custody? or- All right, if you'll come forward, please. Let me just pull this up in the system. Thank you for dressing appropriately for court. My Odyssey is a little slow, so just give me a moment.
Oh, yeah, if you need a phone for me. Yeah,
All right, what are you here for today?
Judge, this is a case where we had a hearing on partial versus full house arrest, and I asked you to advance the trial in light of the fact that you denied his motion.
Mhm.
So we're actually in line to get to trial. However, we were conferring this morning and the state is still getting new discovery and Brady disclosures.
Oh, no,
So we're
wait,
not quite ready.
so here's the thing. I'm gonna have you all come back tomorrow morning, state. You need to make sure they have all of their discovery. Is there a reason why there's late discovery?
As a result of the quick setting of this trial, we had to meet with the victim, get paired, and at that victim meeting, she disclosed to us a lot of new things that had not previously been disclosed.
All right,
To us through, I guess, her interview with the detective and all that.
Mhm.
So we're wanting to make sure that because that was disclosed, that we have everything available to get.
so have you given them to the new information that was given to you by the complainant?
Everything that was disclosed to her on our interview with her, we have disclosed to them, which included, well, I uploaded the notes from the interview. There's a handful of videos that she disclosed to us that we've uploaded for their review. And then some EMS records from her being treated at the scene have also been uploaded.
It's too big.
All right, yes.
Your Honor, some of those videos are too large for the portal, so defense needs to provide the state with an external hard drive to burn those.
All right, I'm gonna have you all come back tomorrow at 9 and we'll see where we are. But what I can tell you is I'm not gonna charge a continuance to the defense.
Okay.
All right, so I'll see you all back here tomorrow. Ms. Ferguson, if you can give them a reset form for tomorrow, 9 a.m.
Understood, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
If you reach me, I'll take a quick look.
If I can get it to you before 5, I will. I need to do my-
Jesus from Wednesday, correct?
Yes. John Robertson? Hi, you have Lori Valdez, correct?
Yes.
All right, they're gonna bring her out.
She apparently has a different attorney on a second case and
Mhm.
almost said that he is in trial.
Well, which case are you on? Are you on?
Possession penalty group 2.
All right, so his case is less than a gram, so it won't be controlling. All right, Norma, give this to me when they're ready to approach.
The Judge, I just got notice of this setting yesterday. Got discovery this
problem.
morning, so I've even-
Okay. They'll bring your client out. Emmanuel Gonzalez.
Come on, everyone.
All right, so defense attorneys. Excuse me, defense attorneys, if you could not block the court's view down the center. Summer Mascata. Summer Mark Descata. Mascata. Allison Settle.
She's here with a caseworker. I'm just speaking to her that she ran through the budget.
All right, thank you. Robert Barnett. Robert Barnett. Humberto Rodriguez. Thank you. Conrado Vidari.
There you go.
Oh, you're in custody, okay. Mark Anthony Weezer. Am I pronouncing that correctly? Wazar.
These are-
Mark Anthony Weezer. David Wayne Huff.
He's outside of the hallway, Judge. I was conferring with him this morning.
All right, thank you. Kevin Kenneth Deleuze. Thank you. Jesus, oh, he's custody. Emmanuel Gonzalez. Emmanuel Gonzalez.
I think he's walking the Manny Gonzalez.
Emmanuel Gonzalez. All right, just have a seat. Samantha Venegas. All right, thank you. All right, the court didn't call the name of the persons that are in custody. So to the attorneys, if you have a client who is in custody, let the deputy know so that they can be brought out. Once you confer with the state and confer with the client, then you're ready to approach the court. Just approach the clerk or the coordinator, ask them pull your file, and I'll call you in the order of appearance. Yes.
Dismissal for evidence.
All right, thank you, counsel.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
This is for Mr. Rose.
Oh, let me give you the file too. Oh, here it is. Oh. Deputy Laura, was Jack Evans sent back?
I'm sorry, what?
Jack Albert Evans?
Yes.
All right, thank you. All right, Zachary Munoz, who do you have?
I have, sorry, Your Honor, Kevin,
Kevin DeLuz? Can I see the file on DeLuz, please?
My lawyer's not here.
All right. Oh, no problem. And Norm, I need a reset form for tomorrow for jury trial. This is family violence, is it not?
yes, Your Honor, we've actually, believe we've come to an agreement with the state on this case. We've been
Okay.
conferring. Miss Kramer is on a misdemeanor case. I believe what's going to happen is they're going to drop this case down to a misdemeanor VPO, and he's going to plead to 1 year deferred on this and run concurrent with this terroristic threat as well.
All right, when is that going to be done?
I'm speaking with Ms. Kramer to see when she could, I guess, get the misdemeanor case set. I believe it's currently in County Court 7. And
Do y'all
so
know?
We do, Your Honor. It's in County Court 13. We've requested the earliest setting that it can. We're hoping for before the end of this week.
All right. So what I'm going to do, Ms. Ferguson, recall this case for May 19th. And if everything is completed by then, you won't need to be back here.
Can I ask you a question?
I'm sorry?
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
I'm still on the monitor.
Yes.
I haven't had information given to me about how that works.
Oh, you'll remain on the monitor until this case is resolved. And the state is telling me that it will be resolved once the other case is taken care of. This case will be dismissed.
Question to you is that last time I saw you, you asked, you changed it to I can work Monday. And five.
I asked both parties to come up with a schedule. And I said, once that schedule was given to the court would sign it. The court did not receive a schedule.
I will get that scheduled to you, Your Honor. I thought I'd emailed it, but I will email it again to Norma, and we will get that to you by today.
All right. All right. Thank you. So Norma, he needs a reset form for May 19th. All right. Once you sign the reset form, you're excused. You're welcome.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Go ahead, grab a pen, sign this. Okay. Oh, flowers.
Yeah, the guard.
Yeah. Guard? Well, this is a super. For these, yes. we can add the technology. Not the same sheet.
All right. They're not ready on that. The case that's controlling is John Robertson's case.
You can't be talking to them when you'll be sitting outside.
Deputy Laura, since the courtroom is not as packed, do you want all of the people to my left to be moved over to the right? All right, everyone, you're going to move over to the right. Summer Mosqueda. Robert Burnett.
Now I'm here for it, but I don't see him.
All right. Can I see the file on Robert Burnett, please?
Ready on tomorrow. Take.
All right, counsel.
Yes, Your Honor. I'm sorry, I'm waiting.
All right, so your client is on bond, and I see
Yeah.
that this case was previously set on April 7th. Then it
Right.
was recalled for today, so he should know about the setting.
Yeah. I don't know if he's one of those guys maybe showed up in the morning. I don't know what happened to him. I mean, I haven't been here in the building till now, so
Okay,
could I ask for a day or something to try to find him?
you need to speak with the state and see if they have any objections to having this recalled for tomorrow.
Okay.
Could I see the file on Mosqueda, please? Summer? Summer, Mark Moscata, she's on page 2. Sure.
What's your plan also?
I understand that, but, okay.
Moving out the other way.
Criminal Trial Division,
Yes.
thank you. On page 1. Summer Mosqueda,
Yes.
her defense attorney said that he didn't receive notice. And this is their first setting here. So do you have any objections to recalling that for tomorrow without issuing a warrant? No. All right. Because what she's charged with is a state jail felony.
Yes.
All right, Norma, Summer Mosqueda is going to be recalled for tomorrow.
It's conferring with him about it.
I'm sorry. Oh, no, that's a separate matter.
Yeah, I'm talking about Barnett.
All right. All right, could I see, let me see. Yes. Are you ready to approach him, Barnett?
Yes.
No,
Oh, he's not
because
ready.
I want to know if Mr. Barnett signed a reset form.
All right, if you'll check with them, and I'll look in Odyssey as well.
Yeah.
I want to know if Mr. Robert Barnett signed a reset.
Well, I have to pull up.
Okay, I trust you. It's on a reset. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Deputy, if you make an announcement, if someone would make an announcement for Robert Burnett, please. All right, thank you. All right, we're gonna go on the record. Court is calling 2025 CR 0000166 State versus Robert Barnett. Could I have parties announced?
Andrew Harris Edelman for the state.
Dwight Chumley's present for the defendant.
All right, this hearing was scheduled at 1:30. It is now 1:45. The defendant has not made an appearance. Defense, have you had any contact with your client?
I have not, Your Honor.
All right, state? Any requests?
Forfeit the bond, issue warrants.
All right, that will be granted. Your client will be remanded without bond. If your client makes an appearance, the court will reconsider.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. Yeah, this one is a judge's warrant. Are the parties ready on Lori Valdez?
Yes, Your Honor.
Hello, how are you doing? All right, counsel, where are we on discovery?
Judge, I was granted access this morning. Haven't had a chance to download it yet. It's the first setting. She was just indicted like 3 weeks ago.
All right,
So she has a different attorney on her other case, which is a state jail. He's in civil trial. So I don't know where he's at on that. You have to talk.
oh, well, I don't think that's gonna be the controlling
Yeah.
case, most likely.
It's my goal to get the discovery, look at it, talk to Ms. Valdez over the weekend. And if we can come back to court, maybe I'll let y'all know
When would you like this recalled?
and leave it open.
No, I need to have a date for the system. If you want it called back sooner rather than later, I can call it back sooner. Or I can give you a date.
How about next Thursday? That works.
All right,
It'll work for you. How about Thursday?
Thursday, the 15th, or
Yes.
this Thursday?
Next Thursday.
Next Thursday? Okay, that will be the 22nd.
Okay.
All right. Ms. Ferguson, Lori Valdez, May 22nd. Is there anything else you need?
That's it,
Any
Judge.
questions? All right, thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And that was appointed, apparently got appointed on the wrong guy. That's not. Of course.
Who's here on? All right, Summer Moscato, that's already been reset for tomorrow. Thank you. Let me make sure it's in Odyssey. Oh, no problem. Yeah, it's in Odyssey. Mark Anthony Weezer.
He's not here, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Have you had contact with your client?
The address they gave me is just homeless and I have called the number. Not since he's made bond.
Let me see. All right, could I have a prosecutor on Mark Anthony Weezer, please? Court is calling 2025 CR 003-216, State versus Mark Anthony Weezer. Could I have parties announced?
Megan Dowling from the state.
Christopher Simpkins for the defense.
All right, this hearing was scheduled at 1:30. It's now 1:51 PM. The defendant did not answer docket. Deputy Laura, was an announcement made?
He is not involved.
All right, have you had any contact with your client?
Not since he made bond, Your Honor.
All right. State?
We're requesting a bond for Your Honor.
All right, that will be granted. Your client will be remanded without bond. If your client makes an appearance, the court will reconsider.
Yes, and I'll let the court know, please, Judge.
All right, thank you. Bond forfeiture. Who is here on Michael Gonzalez?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Return.
Okay. All right, where is,
It's on his way.
okay,
It's in custody, Judge.
okay. Oh, your plea deadline date is has expired. And I know there were some issues because of defense counsel, you were in an accident.
Well, there was that, and then the last time I was here, Angelini was presiding,
Yes.
and so, yes, I
So-
conferred, but there was one single issue about whether or not there is a phone extraction.
All right.
And Judge, I just assumed the docket. I did see what defense counsel was talking about. I did send an email to the detective today to see if there was an extraction or not. It's unclear from the report. So I'm hopeful that I get an answer, if not today, very, very soon.
All right. Norma, have this case brought back tomorrow. It is Gonzalez.
Can we do it on Thursday?
Oh, you guys are up for trial. Is he gonna be wearing that? What does that say?
The Blight Club, it's a Magic the Gathering tournament club.
Ah, it's a gathering of,
Magic the Gathering, it's a card game.
oh, it's sort of like,
Pokemon.
no, what did they used to have before Pokemon? Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, it has some similarities.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Does that glow in the dark? I'm just wondering.
No.
Let's turn off the lights.
Okay. All right, we'll bring you back tomorrow. Counsel, you need to have that information for defense.
Okay, yeah, I'll reach back out to the detective, so we need an answer ASAP.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Your Honor,
Judge.
just to clarify, when was our plea deadline then? Because when I was
Your
in
plea
front of,
deadline date was April 17th.
okay, just because when I was in front of Judge Angelini, I don't recall him saying that, but
Oh, no, so on April 4th, I set a plea deadline date for April 17th.
okay.
And then it got recalled, but I'll keep the plea deadline date open for you all for tomorrow.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Reapproach will might go on, so reset for the trial. I don't know if she still has it up there. We're also.
All right, who's here on Samantha Venegas? Council. All right, on this case, was a PSI waived?
I know, Your Honor, there was a 15 cap opposed, so you were gonna need a, yes, I believe,
I'm sorry?
you would need a PSI to be more thorough.
Right, so, State, do you have a, I'm sorry, probation, do you have a copy of the PSI, or maybe it was emailed to me? Let me check.
Prosecutor has.
Oh, I have one, Bill. Thank you. If everyone just give me 2 minutes. No. All right, the court is calling 2024 CR 008052, State versus Samantha Venegas. Could I have parties announced?
Jason Garrett, half the state, Your Honor.
Denny Callahan defense.
And are you Miss Venegas?
Yes, ma'am.
You entered a plea to count 2 on March 26. You entered a plea of no contest. According to your plea bargain agreement, punishment is to be assessed at a cap of 15 years in the prison. There's a $2,000 fine. State opposes your application for community supervision and deferred adjudication. They're taking in consideration 2024 CR 008054. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report and TAP evaluation?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Any objections, state or defense?
No, Your Honor.
Any witnesses, state?
State.
Defense, any witnesses?
Only allocution in writing from the defendant.
All right, any objections to the court reviewing the defendant's writing?
No, Your Honor, the state is actually reviewed. No objection.
Counsel. All right, the court will hear argument. Well, before I hear argument, there are some things that defense, maybe you can address with the court. It says in the PSI that her guilt is minimized. And I did read where she's saying that the vehicle's not hers. She knew there was drugs in the trunk, but she didn't throw them away. She didn't do anything about it. So I don't know if there's any insight you would like to give on that.
Yes, Your Honor, I think it's a good inference from the stipulations and the PSI that she was used as a pawn, taking advantage of her poverty and her addictions to methamphetamine. And she's ashamed of that in her life, not only you, but more particularly to her family. There is an element of voluntariness in her actions. There's also an element of being trapped in her actions. And that was one of the things I would ask the court to consider before you assess punishment. I have 3 other remarks.
All right, you may proceed.
And I suggest to the court as a proper resolution of this case, because she's still relatively young, deferred adjudication, 10 years. ISF treatment and she asks you to put her into drug court, which is intensive supervision for every day. That shows some indication of remorse and desire to be rehabilitated.
All right, so here's part of my issues, right?
Yes, ma'am.
One, I have to look at criminal history. And I would have clients sometimes, you know what they would tell me? Why are people looking at my criminal history? We're just here for this. That was in the past. But I would always tell them that your criminal history is sort of like a credit report. And what you're trying to get is probation. So people are trying to say, has she been placed on probation before? You know, will she do well? So it shows that you've been on probation before. And a motion to revoke was filed and you were revoked and sentenced to 5 years. I know that was in 2007.
Right.
And then in 2014, you were sent to prison for another case. And in 2015, there's a case that you were sent to prison for, and I believe these were running concurrently because it appears that they were running concurrently. And then 2016, again, that's a case. It was running concurrently with the others. So what I'm viewing, it doesn't appear that you would be a good candidate for probation.
May I say something?
Sure. You want to raise your right hand though, because the state may have some questions if you want to say something. All right. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
My name is Samantha Benavides. I know, okay, I did, in 2010, I went to prison. I was gonna get reinstated on probation, but I took it up with my grandfather, and my grandfather wanted me to go do the time instead of being reinstated on my probation, because he was scared that I was gonna get messed up again and go do a large number of time, and he was gonna pass away.
And
while I
how
was
old were
gone.
you when that happened?
I was 29, 30. And so that's why I chose that. I chose that because my grandpa asked me to do that, and he ended up passing away 6 months before my release. But that is why I was gonna get reinstated. At the time, my attorney was William Reese, and they were gonna reinstate me and send me home, but my grandfather asked me to get it over with. That is why I went to prison.
All right, so you're telling me that. I could
And-
understand maybe there being pressure on you with saying, oh, let me listen to my grandfather and take this time. But at the time you were 29, 30. Okay.
Yeah,
And then the other cases, because you got out of prison and then you pick up more cases.
in 2014, I revoked. I have my parole, and I went back to ISF for the last 3 months of my my parole. And then that was done with that. And then in 2016, I went to prison again in 2016. And then I revoked and went back to safety, and I came out and I completed the rest of my probation.
Okay. Why do you keep failing at probation?
Of it with parole, the second.
Well, I mean, you
Yeah.
failed at probation and you failed at parole. Why?
The first time when I was younger, I really don't have, I made some poor choices in my life back then, and I was young, I was ignorant.
But no, for the case that you said the first case, you said, I just agreed to be revoked because of my grandfather.
Yeah.
All right, you're telling me then you were 29.
Yes, I didn't
30.
go report.
All
I didn't go
right.
report, and I
But then
had
you-
a drinking problem back then.
Okay.
And back then I would use cocaine a little, and but I had a heavy drinking problem. So I was young, I was stupid, I was living in the bars, basically. And I wasn't, keep out there running the streets or nothing like that. I just didn't want to go report. And that was my biggest downfall right there. If I would have just went and reported and went and taken a UA, everything would have been okay. My life would have been a little bit, different. The other time, when I got out, I violated parole. It was because I came out of dirty UA.
Okay, let me ask you this, because I understand your past. Do you know the amount of drugs this was, the weight of it?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
It's a lot, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you can continue.
My my life for a little while. I was just, it was. I made a lot of mistakes and I'm not proud of it. I'm very sorry for them. If I could take them all back, I would. Now that I'm older, now that I see things differently, and trust me, this opened my eyes. I was doing a lot, you know. I was. I was just trying to, this last offense. I was something, it was just, I was trying to, you know, get by, pay my bills. I was stuck in it. I was just trying to get out of it. And I see now that what it cost me, what it could cost me. And I apologize for that.
No, but here's the thing, you had a previous drug case.
Yes, ma'am.
So I don't understand why you continue to try to build your happiness off somebody else's misery. And when you sell drugs, that's basically what you're doing. You're taking a shortcut and you're building your happiness off somebody else's misery who has a drug addiction and can't stop. And there you are giving them drugs for money.
Correct, you're right.
All right, State, do you have any questions?
Just facts of this case.
Okay.
Ms. Venegas, on this case, you stated that the drugs weren't yours or the drugs were somebody else's.
It wasn't mine, it was in the vehicle.
All right, could you speak up, please?
It wasn't mine, it was in the vehicle, but I was aware that it was in it, and I should have gotten rid of it.
So you're
When I-
aware,
when I
though, you had a
located it.
key in your pocket that matched the lock to the box that the drugs were in, correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay, no further question, John.
Nothing further. I have one other point, Your Honor.
Yes.
She has family support. Was unable to get finalized letters into your hand indicating that support. That's all, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. Venegas,
Yes, ma'am.
the amount of drugs in this case
Yes, ma'am.
is, let me see, over 400 grams.
Yes, ma'am.
And from what I read in the police report, you're a seller of drugs. And this whole thing about the drugs being in your boyfriend's car and you don't know, you knew the drugs were in your boyfriend's car and you should have got rid of them, but you didn't. It doesn't ring true based upon what I read in the police report, because according to the police report, you're known as a trafficker of drugs. That's what it says in the police report, and that's what was stipulated to. I don't think you're a good candidate for probation. The court is going to find you guilty. The court will sentence you to 15 years in the prison. There's a $2,000 fine. Time and money will run concurrently. The court will take in consideration 2024 CR 008054. I'll suggest the therapeutic community. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Excuse me. Thank you. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, good luck to you.
May I address the court? She would
Yes.
like drug therapy.
All right, I'll add the therapeutic community.
Yeah. One more thing, Your Honor.
Yes.
Would the court entertain a delay in imposition of sentence 1 week and let her go and take care of her affairs?
No.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
$2,000 fine, time and money to run concurrent. And could you give that to probation, please? Thank you. State on that, dismissal for her.
It's already been done.
All right, thank you.
We just checked that out.
All right, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, we need to choose the paperwork.
Who is here on Dwayne Huff? I'm sorry, David Huff?
John, behalf of the honor.
All right, if
Judge,
you,
we've conferred this afternoon, Judge. There's an offer that my client is willing to accept, but he would just like a little bit more time. There's another drug case out there, but
just one moment. Where's your client?
he's out in the hallway, Judge. Would you like me to
Oh,
grab?
yes. All right, state, on this case, it shows that he has a case that is awaiting indictment. Has that, are the drug labs in for that or no? So what's gonna happen with this case?
Offer is 6/6 on this case, TIC in the.
All right, so, Mr. Huff, if you're accepting the plea from the state, we can either do this today or either you will come back tomorrow. What do you wish to do?
I've got somewhere to be this afternoon, Judge, and tomorrow's gonna be a little bit tight. I've got 9 settings throughout the day tomorrow.
Okay, Ms. Ferguson,
Get 30 days.
Ms. Ferguson, recall this for Thursday for disposition. All right, once you sign the reset form, you're excused.
Thank you, Judge. That Grosso, Judge, that incompetency issue, the file should be up there. I can.
All right, I'll take that. Who's your client? The arson case?
Yes, Joseph Grosso.
All right, just give me 1 second. Let me put this in the system. Get up here. Yeah. Do you have, oh, here it is.
Yes, a vanilla font.
Yeah. All right, Joseph Grosso.
Judge, I conferred with Mr. Garahan, Judge, and he kind of deferred to the court, but we kind of agreed 60 days would probably be appropriate just to kind of keep track of it, but give us a little extra time.
All right, on this case, it's actually set on the 19th. Do you have any objection? So let me see. You want to set it for July 28th, just to see where we are?
That's fine, Judge.
Okay.
And I'll force the prosecutor's hand and try to get him to make a little bit more substantial action on the case than just keep dragging it.
All right.
You never
All
know.
right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge. So July 29th,
Yes, July 28th.
28th. Okay,
Yes.
thank you.
And again, if there's something, which I expect he'll probably still be incompetent, just come over sooner.
I approached the week before.
All right, thank you.
Judge, may I approach?
Yes,
Off docket.
right. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Hello. Here. It's not on today's stuff.
All right, yeah, if you can give this for Norma, it's gonna come back on July 28th. All right, who's here on Enrique Soriano?
I am, Your Honor. Afternoon, Judge.
Good afternoon.
Thanks for Mr. Soriano.
All right. And so state,
So we're here on the motion to revoke today. Without getting into the facts, there is a new number one that is alleged. It would be handled by a different division. I did reach out to that division today and they have received the case, but it's not yet to be assigned to an attorney. So I did push them in the direction, so it should be assigned. But in looking on the e-discovery system, they've not received the full discovery for that case. So we're asking for a reset. That way they can look at the case, see if they're gonna get the discovery or not, and then the resolution with this to come up. So I'm basically just asking for a little more time so that they can evaluate their case and see if they're able to, what they're able to do.
and how much time are you requesting? All right, Ms. Ferguson, I need a 2-week reset. And counsel, are you on the new number one case as well?
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Are you on the new number one case?
I am, Your Honor.
All right. 2 weeks. May 29th.
Judge, I've got my calendar in my laptop at the office. Can I go back there? I can be back there in 15 minutes, just confirm that that date works. If
Oh,
there's
I'm
any
sure.
issue,
I'm sure it'll work.
I
Right?
suspect it strongly will work, Your Honor. If there's a big conflict, I'll email Norma. If that's
All
okay.
right. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, have you back here on May 29th.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'll be excused.
Yes.
You said the 20.
20. Thank you.
Okay. Who's his attorney? Can you call him, Norma, and see if he can appear by Zoom?
Judge, I'm going to contact him and email him. For a response.
Who's here on Ortega Gumaru? How's the jury trial coming along?
It is done. Not a great ending for us, but it is what it is.
Yeah, there.
All right, where is he?
It's right here. CR.
All right. Family violence? All right, where are we on discovery?
Your Honor, I know we have some.
This case is very old.
It is, Your Honor. I know we have some discovery we're still going through to figure out exactly what we do and don't have. That's what we were able to download. We still need to get CPS records from the state and then get into view the child safe videos as well.
All right, so why is this case so old? I mean, and it says that it was recently indicted, but it has a 2021 date.
Yes, Your Honor, and I know we just got hired. I'm not sure what was going on in the background before that. Oh, I'm sorry, this is Gumaro, maybe Ortega. It's one we still last time ago.
So I'm wondering why.
And Your Honor, I was looking at the Odyssey event history.
Mhm.
If I can get this pulled back up. Your Honor, so it looks like he was a fugitive from 2021. It's not fully loading, I guess, until he was arrested in about the middle of last month.
Right, so I see indicted by the grand jury 2021. Seal. And there was just a magistrate hearing held on April 15th, 2025. All right, I wanted to make sure that he just wasn't misplaced by this court, and I see that he wasn't. So CPS records, you need those?
Yes, ma'am, and then,
Just one second. Do
Sure.
you have CPS records in your custody?
We do, Your Honor, and we're gonna get a copy over to the facts.
All right. And what else?
I'm sorry, and then we don't, I guess, need the child safe video from them, but we need to get into their office to be able to take a look at it.
All right, are there any phone records in this?
Not that I know of, Your Honor, but like I said, we're still kind of going through what we have already to figure that out.
All right, I need a 30-day reset for discovery.
Yes, ma'am, July.
All right, June 9th. All right, do you have any questions, sir? All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Maybe excused.
Yes,
How did you, sir?
you're welcome. Oh, excuse me, is your client a citizen or no? All right, so are you all gonna have an immigration attorney for him? All right, Mr. Mejia, can you come back? Do you prefer to have an interpreter? All right, we've done this and he doesn't speak English. Have an interpreter come down. All right, so just wait in the box. We're gonna bring an interpreter down, then we'll go over what's going on. All right, thank you. Bye.
I just done it.
Okay, thank you. Who's here on Allison Settle? Hi,
Possible, we want to have
sure.
a brief conversation, maybe in.
All right, everyone, gonna go on a brief recess. I'll be right back. It's always good to see you.
Likewise, Judge.
Oh, and it's good to
Chopped
see you
liver?
too. You are not chopped liver. And you know what? Chopped liver tastes good. So,
I believe it. I'm a Bexar fan, Judge.
yeah, I love liver with smothered, liver with smothered onions and rice with the gravy. My grandmother used to make that a lot. Mom, not a big liver fan.
I'm in charge of dinner tonight. Getting tempting.
Okay. All right, let's go.
I don't think I've ever.
Take it, Bexar.
Yes, we are. All right, if he can come down.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes. And Norma Settle is recalled for June 3rd. All right. All right, so Mr. Mejia Ortega. Are you a citizen?
No. No.
All right, so defense, is this an appointed case? Do you?
We were retained, Your Honor.
All right, so are you all going to take care of the immigration issues?
We are not, Your Honor. I'm not sure if his family is planning on hiring an immigration attorney. I know, and we can discuss that with them and figure out how they're planning on handling that.
All right, what I can tell you is due to the nature of this charge, if you go to a jury trial and you're convicted of this charge, you're going to get deported. If you enter a plea on this case, you're going to get deported. And that's just based upon the nature of the charges. But there will be an immigration attorney who will prepare a Padilla letter for you. Counsel, if for some reason he's not able to afford that, let the court know.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And do you have any questions, sir?
No.
And Your Honor, I know we already discussed this on the record with the state president. I don't know if you want me to reiterate for my
Yes.
client's benefit so he's able to understand.
Mhm.
We have received some discovery in this case. We're still in the process of going through it to figure out everything we have and don't have. Outside of that, we need to get CPS records from the state as well as get into the state's office to look at the child safe videos.
All right. And the state has informed me they do have the CPS records. I'll just need a protective order to sign so that your counsel can have those to view. All right, Ms. Ferguson, I need a 30-day reset. All right, your next court date is going to be June 9th, and that will be to make sure that your counsel has all the discovery. After that, there's going to be a quick turnaround for the state to tender an offer, and the court will give you a plea deadline date. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, do you have any questions, sir?
No. No.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
You're
May I
welcome.
be excused?
Yes. State, do you have that protective order for the CPS records?
I'll get it to you.
All right, thank you. Okay. Bless you. All right, can I see the file on Larry Smith? All right, could I see that, please? All right, Deputy Laura, can you have Mr. Ren, oh, he's here. Where is Larry?
He's right there.
Ah, he's hidden. All right, State Defense, I'm going to show you the answer. If you all can review that and let me know if you have any objections.
Objection.
No objection, Your Honor. That's
We're going to go on the record. We're in the record in 2024 CR 2338B. The court has received the following question from the jurors. Would it be possible that as a condition of probation that defendant cannot be allowed in any bar business? Have both parties had a chance to review the question? State Defense?
yes, sir.
The court proposes the following supplemental charge with reference to your inquiry as was previously charged. If you recommend that the defendant be placed upon community supervision, the court shall determine all the conditions of community supervision and may at any time during the period of community supervision alter or modify the conditions. The court may impose any reasonable condition. Please continue your deliberations. Any objections to that as the answer? State Defense?
No, Your Honor.
Any objection to sending the question and answer back to the jurors? State Defense?
No, Your
Here you are, Deputy. All right, who is here on Joshua Harris? And where is Joshua Harris?
He's in custody at the jail.
All right, has he been brought over?
No. It's an
Alright.
agreed order, Judge.
No, he needs to be here. So, Ms. Ferguson, if you can have him brought over tomorrow, and if you want to appear by Zoom, you can appear by Zoom.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Is this on today's docket? All right, thank you. Who's here on Lavanta Patterson?
It should be Levante.
Oh, Levante? Okay.
Patterson.
Hello. Oh, I'm doing okay. How are you doing? All right, so where are we on discovery?
I believe the state's provided all discovery. There's a offer that the state conveyed. I've reviewed it with my client. We proposed a counter. The state reached out to the CW. She didn't answer. We're hoping to bring this back. I'm here on Thursday of next week. I believe it's the 22nd.
All
And that
right.
should be sufficient time for the state to get in contact with the CW. It's very likely the case would be resolved.
All right. Well, this will come back for a plea deadline date on May 22nd.
All right, thank you,
Any other
Judge.
questions?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
All right, this has already been reset. Emmanuel Gonzalez, come forward, please. How are you doing?
Hello, how you doing today?
All right. We're gonna recall your case for tomorrow, okay?
Okay.
All right. So, if you're, once you sign the reset form, you're excused, and it'll be tomorrow at 9. Are you able to be here tomorrow at 9?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, once you sign the reset form, you're excused. Thank you for dressing appropriately for court.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
The case that I am charged with,
Mhm.
it happened 2 years ago.
Oh, so here's the thing. You're about to get into some facts of the case of the law. Your attorney will need to
It's
be.
just, it's a question about my daughter. So basically, the case happened 2 years ago. They put me like on where I can't contact my child. Is there any way I
So
could?
you'll need to discuss that with your attorney. And when your attorney is here with you tomorrow, you and all can, you could both can speak to the state. But what I can tell you is if your no contact order is somehow related to some order that's on the civil side, I don't have any jurisdiction on what is happening on the
There's
civil side.
no order on the civil side.
All right, so you'll need to have your attorney here and your attorney can address that with the state's attorney. And then if for some reason there's not an agreement that is reached or something that I think is inappropriate, you can have a hearing before me and I'll make a ruling.
Yes, ma'am. Thank
All
you
right,
very much.
thank
See
you.
you tomorrow.
All right, thank you.
What did you get?
Mr. Gonzalez, you need to remain in the courtroom till you sign the reset form. No problem. Jack Daniel Cross. That's going to be recalled for tomorrow.
Judge, did you say Larry Smith is coming back tomorrow, True Judge?
What page is Larry Smith on?
You started, but you didn't.
Oh, no, what page is he on the docket?
7?
Oh, I haven't got to Larry Smith yet. I'm getting there. So what page is Jack Cross on? Cross.
5?
All right. Deputy Lord, that's coming back tomorrow. And Joshua Hernandez is coming back tomorrow.
Judge, I found another indictment.
Oh, yeah,
I caught it before.
okay. If only somebody would write a book.
I don't like it, all the emails I've been sending.
Your case, did you invest for anything, or y'all are gonna, because there's complaint. Like, I don't know if that case is in the file.
I'll take it care
Thursday.
All right, Norma, probation, Kristen Reyna is going to be recalled for Thursday, the 15th.
Thank you.
That's who his lawyer is now. Okay.
I'm sure there's not gonna be a lot. I think I'm sure it will. But is it still open again? Yeah. It's not either.
All right, who's here on Pablo Aviando? All right, Mr. Avendano. The state has tendered a dismissal to the court.
Yeah, I think he's.
Right. All right, can we bring an interpreter?
Well, I already, well,
All right,
I let him know, Judge, but.
Ms. Ferguson, have an interpreter come up, please.
I'm not. I was gonna say.
All right, they'll
I'm
bring an
sorry,
interpreter.
Judge.
That's okay. Jesse Garza. Court is calling 2025 CR 004-132, State versus Jesse Garza. Can I have parties announced for the record?
Robert Gaona for the defendant.
And are you Mr. Garza?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
All right, probation, this is not an application. Counsel, have you received all discovery?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review it with your client?
Yes, I have.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery Mr. Garza, did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes,
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
we do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented? Mr. Garza, did you review the admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, I did.
Did you understand you're charged with theft of property, $2,500? With 2 or more convictions as a state jail felony, range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am, I understand.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes,
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
yes,
Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement, you are giving up those rights?
yes,
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
yes,
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
Yes, I do.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, I do.
Sir, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No,
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
no,
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
yes,
Are you a U.S. citizen?
yes, ma'am, I am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes,
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 9 months in the Bexar County Jail under 1244. There's an $800 fine. There's no applications, and the state will take in consideration 2025 CR 00431. Did you understand that to be the plea?
yes,
Defense, is that the plea?
it is, Judge.
State, is that the plea?
Yes, Judge.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes,
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
yes,
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
no, Your Honor.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State any evidence.
Okay, exhibit 1 and attachments, Judge.
No objection.
All right, state, you may be excused. Did you review the waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes,
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
yes,
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there'll be no live testimony. Did you understand?
yes,
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty and the court will find you guilty. All right, so why should I follow this plea? It appears that he won't stop stealing.
and Judge, this gentleman, I met him, I think back in February, very cordial, very polite.
Mhm.
Probably had an issue with other substances at the time. Very easy to work with. So I think that just sticking him in there for extra time just because you can, I think he might be all right now. And I think he's accepted responsibility on these cases.
But he was just here in 2020,
I understand.
24 for stealing.
I
So why do you keep stealing?
I know, I apologize about that. I promise I'm not gonna do that anymore.
But no, I mean, that's what you said, I'm sure the last time to whoever the previous judge, and then you said it again. That's why we're here with theft, 2 or more convictions. And I see the items he stole are things, soap and lotion and stuff like that. And I understand people are poor. I understand that people need things, but people don't appreciate you stealing from them.
Okay.
So why do you continue to steal?
I know, I don't have no reason, like, I've been trying to, I know I can, I'm not gonna do it no more,
Well, the problem is that history shows that you will do it again. So I'm trying to figure out why do you do what you do?
I really don't got nothing to say about that.
Oh, just 1 second. Deputy Laura,
Yes, Judge.
the interpreter is coming down for him. The person in the green sweatshirt?
Yes, Judge. Go pull him back out.
Okay. All right. So why do you keep doing this?
Right now, I don't really got no place to stay, like shit, like I'm just living on the street. I don't got nothing else to say about that.
All right, so
Yeah.
he still is not gonna have a place to stay. I don't know if, and I'm sure this time, what is this, a judgment satisfied?
No. It's not. You have 102 days credit, Judge. And I did warn him. I warned him of the consequences. I warned him as well. If he comes back, it could be a lot worse than it is right now. I also warned him that we're probably on the walking the line on whether or not you were going to accept the deal. So he understands.
Yeah.
But it is increased at least 3 months from the last time, is my understanding.
Yeah, I'm not inclined to grant this. I mean, on this last sentence for theft, he got 103 days.
If the court has a suggestion, he might.
Well, I mean, it needs to, I mean, the court will accept something more than 9 months, so if y'all want to discuss that, because it doesn't appear to the court that he's going to stop stealing. So if you want to discuss that with the state, I guess, is that,
The state's gonna probably accept whatever.
I'm sorry.
How, what do you give it? Are you giving it 10?
on this one, he
Judge.
last, in 2024, he spent 103 days in the Bear County Jail for stealing, and now he's back stealing again, and he says, you know, he doesn't have a place to stay. So I don't think that 9 months is sufficient time for him. So I don't know if,
Judge, he's fine with 10 months. I mean, that's what you're telling us, 9 months is not enough.
all right. Mr. Garza, my understanding is that you entered into a plea bargain agreement with the state for 10 months. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes.
All right, Deputy Laura, can you bring that one guy out in the green?
Oh, the one's green?
Yes,
Judge, do you need us to initial or anything?
yes, please.
Him as well?
Yes.
What's your initial?
His name is Jesse Garza. Oh, no, not Jesse Garza. It is Avendano. Pablo Avendano.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. The court is going to find you guilty. The court will sentence you to 10 months in the Bear County Jail under 1244. Give you credit for any time served. Take in consideration 2025 CR 004131. And there's to be no contact with target.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. When you are released, if for any reason you need help finding a place to stay, you need help with mental health issues, you need help with drug issues, you can always come back to the court if I'm here, I'll make sure there's a place for you, okay?
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
All right, good luck to you, okay? And hey, no more face tattoos.
I know, man. Thank you.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, Judge.
Deputy Laura, we're finished with him. Mr. Pablo Alvendano. Hi.
Judge, how are you?
All right. All right, sir. The state has decided to tender a dismissal. They say because there is a witness missing. I'm assuming that witness is the complainant. And maybe the complainant is not cooperative. But I am telling you, whatever brought you here today, you had better make some changes. Otherwise, you're going to be right back here. And if you cannot get along with somebody without putting your hands on them in anger, then you need to leave. Do you understand?
Yeah, can you come down?
Susie?
Yes.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You should have put in the interest of justice. Huh? Yo voy a tener que llevar a la cárcel, ellos no me dejan. Por correo. Teléfono por correo, ni modo.
Oh, Larry,
Yes,
on this case, did you do a trial court certification?
I think so, but you want me to do another one?
Yes, if you could, please.
Are they up there? Trial court service.
Did you see how long his nails were?
Yes.
I think it was just his thumbnail though. I think it was long.
I'm sorry. No, they'll have to print one out for you. Because there is a shortage of paper. Something is going on. I have no control over that. All right, Deputy Laura, on Larry Smith, that's going to be recalled for tomorrow.
Go ahead and get yours ready.
Yes.
You want me to call it? Okay. You want me to call it?
All right, Norma, Larry Smith is recalled for tomorrow. And then after this case, we have Jesus Arez Mendez and Jose Gonzalez Jr. Thank you. All right, we're gonna go on the record in 2024 CR 2338B, State versus Mariano Rendon. Could I have parties announced for the record?
Galloway and Jason Garrigan for the state.
Larry Lindquist for the defense with Mariano Rendon, the defendant.
All right, in the court's understanding that there's been a verdict reached on punishment. This is what I'm going to tell everybody in the gallery. There's to be no shouting. There is to be no disruption. If there is, you're going to be asked to leave the courtroom, and the only time you will be brought back is if you are a witness. Does everyone understand? All right, let's bring the jurors in.
All right, for the jury.
All right, everyone, please be seated. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's the court's understanding that you've reached a verdict as to punishment. Is that correct? Yes. And is that verdict unanimous? All right, if you'll pass the verdict form to Deputy Laura, please. Thank you. All right, if the defendant will please rise. The punishment reads as follows. We assess this punishment at confinement in the institutional division of the Texas Department of Criminal Justice for a term of 3 years. There's to be no fine. And the defendant's application for community supervision be denied. You may be seated. Does anyone wish to have the jury polled?
No, Your Honor.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the deputy will take you back to the jury room and I'll come and speak to you briefly. Everyone, please rise for the jurors. All right. Mr. Rendon, the court, having heard the jury's verdict on punishment, the court will follow the jury's verdict, which the court is obligated to do. So as previously stated, the jury found you guilty. The court will sentence you to 3 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. Are there any other conditions? Is there any type of restitution?
Yes, restitution to I believe we have an amount of 28,000.
I'm sorry, Pablo Rodriguez Salazar. And defense, if you would like to have a hearing on the restitution amount.
I would like to see the records and things like that, so I would request a restitution hearing.
All right, so Ms. Ferguson, the restitution hearing as it relates to that, state how much time are you requesting?
Judge, I would request 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, just because I need to reach out and get the itemized bill for.
All right, the week of June 9th? All right, Ms. Ferguson, how many witnesses do you anticipate?
I believe I would just be offering it to them.
All right. Do y'all want June 9th? I can do.
Fine.
All right, Norma, this is coming back on June 9th and it's just strictly for the restitution hearing. Any other requests? All right, any other requests, defense? With regards to sentencing?
No, Judge.
All right, Mr. Rendon, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney?
Yeah.
Did you understand it and sign it? You do have a right to appeal because this was a jury trial, but because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition, If you have a question over what that is, you'll need to speak to your attorney. Do you understand? All right, you'll be taken into custody by the deputies to begin your time. They will put a hold on him. Ms. Ferguson, if you can make sure there's a hold in the system for him so that we can have the restitution hearing on June 9th.
And Your Honor, we have another case with him, so I would ask for one pretrial before we move that to the jury docket, because I'd like to discuss it with the state.
All right, we'll take that up on June 9th.
Thank you.
All right, just give me one moment. Just one moment. All right, state who is given victim impact?
The victim named and great.
All right, you may proceed.
Understand. Impacted for the rest of our life. We've impacted Bob's life for the rest of his life. Mentally. United States. I'm gonna be his boy. I'm gonna be the voice. Many other victims that were out there and that were afraid to speak out, okay? They were afraid to speak out because it was not a safe haven. It was your capital. And you were the king in that capital. You were surrounded by your family and you were the owner of the securities. Okay? So think about all those victims as well. If I can give them a little bit of justice, and I hope they see this, whoever's out there and we're afraid to speak, I hope they get a little bit of justice. Little bit. Think about all the people you did. And at the end of the day, I still have a heart. Because you not only impacted my family, you impacted your own family with your actions. Think about it. You impacted 2 families.
Right, thank you. All right, everyone, the court is going to be in recess for 5 minutes and I'll be back. Do you need to speak with your client anymore, counsel?
No, I'll talk with him later at the jail, Judge.
All right, thank you. All right, who is here on Robert Burnett?
I'm here.
He was here, Your Honor, but we didn't have, we put him in the box and then we had the jury.
Oh, no, where is he?
He walked in.
He was here during the,
All right, you all want to shout for him in the hallway? All right, who is here on Jalen Ross?
Robert.
Barnett.
Hello. So the last time you were here, there was missing discovery?
That's correct, Judge.
All right, so where are we on the discovery?
So right now, we are, go ahead.
there's still a few reports that the defense is requesting out of Houston area that we're trying to still get a hold of, and then we will provide those ASAP. Additionally, I need a few, at least one setting, if you don't mind, Your Honor, to really talk to the victim in this case so that I can provide the best offer I can to the.
All right, and what are the reports that are in Houston?
There's evidently some exculpatory information that I've let the state know about. I also let them know about a civil case that was not suited as well, and I think I think y'all can get a copy of that, I think, the non-suit. But yeah, I just know the contents of it, Judge. But notwithstanding that, Mr. Ross has asked me to ask the state for an offer. And they are going to do that, and they're willing to do that. The state just asks me to give them a little bit of time. And so I would ask the court if we could come back Monday or Tuesday or Friday of next week.
All right, is that enough time for you, state?
Yes, Your Honor, just preferably not.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, so we can do Monday, Tuesday, or Thursday?
Or, right, or Friday, yeah.
Well, not Friday.
I can't Thursday.
All right, so we can do, so you want to come back on Monday, the 19th?
Yes, Judge.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, you recall this for Monday, the 19th? All right, is there anything else?
No, Judge.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
What page is Ross on? And who's here on Humberto Rodriguez? All right, thank you. No, May 19th.
Defense counsel, that's the stuff that.
Okay. All right, who is here on Jesus Ares Mendez? All right, who's here on Jose Gonzalez?
I am, Judge, finally.
We're saving the best for last. Well, close to last.
Except now we're missing Jason.
Oh, that's okay. You can tell me what's happening.
Okay.
All right, what is happening?
Judge, he's going to plead true to the unauthorized use of a motor vehicle on the state's motion to revoke.
Mhm.
And the new cases are going to be dismissed by the state.
All right. Court is calling 2023 CR 6424. Excuse me, Mr. Featherston. That's okay. If you can have them, they'll move your client down to the other end. You're welcome. Court is calling 2023 CR 6424, State versus Jose Gonzalez Jr. Can I have parties announced for the record?
Andrew Harris, Salem, State.
George Schaefer is here for defendant / probationer.
All right, and are you Jose Gonzalez Jr.?
Yes, sir.
Did you review the document entitled Motion to Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, yeah.
Are you the same Jose Gonzalez Jr. who's placed on community supervision in 2023 CR 6424 for the offense of unauthorized use of a vehicle on September 29, 2023 for a term of 2 years? Is that you? All right, state.
For about the second day of February 2025 in Bear County, Texas, the defendant, Jose Gonzalez Jr. committed the offense of unauthorized use of a vehicle in violation of condition number 1.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
State waives the remaining violation allegation.
Any objections to the waivers?
No, Your Honor, we would ask the court to approve the same.
Mr. Gonzalez, did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 1, the court could find it true, grant the motion, sentence you to 2 years in the, just one moment, in the state jail facility and sentence you up to a $1,500 fine? Did you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 1?
Yes.
Court will find violation of condition number 1 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
I believe so. Revoke supervision, impose the underlying sentence of 2 years. State will take into consideration and dismiss cause numbers 2025 CR 0042.
You need to slow down. All right, 2025 CR.
4275
Mhm.
and 2025 CR 004275.
Governor, that is our understanding
All
of what
right,
the agreement
and-
was.
Probation, was the restitution paid to Perry?
Not show any restitution on this case. Let me take a look at it.
All right, thank you. While they review that, Mr. Gonzalez, are you asking the court to follow this agreement?
Are you asking the court to go along with the? Oh, yes.
Are you waiving your right to appeal? I'm sorry?
Yes, Your Honor.
Looking at our documents in probation, I don't see any notice to the court regarding closing that restitution out, and I do not see it listed in his financials.
So there was no restitution ever amount ever given?
And looking at it, it doesn't look like it's been determined at this point.
Okay. All right, the court is going to follow your agreement. The court is going to revoke, sentence you to 2 years in the state jail facility. Take in consideration 2025 CR 004275, 2025 CR 004276.
Yeah.
Yes, there is to be no contact with the complainant and restitution, if any, to the complainant. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we can go off the record. Why were you not successful at probation?
Was on drugs.
Oh.
I think on drugs.
All right, so I'm gonna request the therapeutic community as well. It won't increase the time that you're in custody, but if you have a drug or alcohol issue, it's to help you with that. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, when you're released from custody, if you can't find a place that can help you with whatever drug addiction you may have, you can always come back to court. If I'm still here, I'll find a place for you, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, good luck to you.
Judge, I do have one request.
Yes.
In addition to the days of credit that he has at the jail, he spent 119 days. It's sad if we would ask the court to give him credit for
All
that,
right, did he successfully complete that?
as far as I know.
Yes. All right, I'll give him credit for successful completion of inpatient treatment.
That means you get that 119 days.
328.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
I saw that. I get great. Bless you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
That was my word. Yeah, it's me.
So just to let you all know that defense attorney for Humberto Rodriguez is back.
All right, for who? Umberto?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Level 2, 692. Judge, he's here. He was also one that's supposed to.
He's got a throat issue. He was in the bathroom.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. But I'm ready when you are, because we're gonna not take the deal and we're gonna.
Okay,
ask for-
just one
yeah,
second.
yeah.
All right, who's here for Robert Burnett? All right, let me pull you up.
Sorry, I was late. I had to drive from Victoria.
Oh my gosh. How far is that?
It's like a little over 2 hours.
Yeah, it's a hike.
But when I left, I hit traffic.
Ah. All right, so make sure you're on time for next time. So on this one, Deputy Laura. On Mr. Burnett, recall the warrant.
Yes.
I'm assuming there's no objections to recalling the warrant.
Okay.
Okay. Now, the next question we have, today is your plea deadline date. So have you all reached an agreement or no?
No, Your Honor.
All right, state, how long do you expect this jury trial to last?
No, good.
All right, it's a credit card or debit card abuse.
I think
That's
at 2 days the most, yeah.
All right. Do you want a jury trial or bench trial? What I can tell you, if you come to me for a bench trial, if the state proves their case beyond a reasonable doubt, I'm going to find you guilty. If they don't, I'm going to find you not guilty. So what do you want to do?
Which one is?
All right, I'll let you speak with your attorney about that. Ms. Ferguson?
Okay, jury.
All right, put this on May 24th.
Yes, sir.
All right?
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, Judge.
And we'll see. You may not be the first one that's up.
Okay.
We'll see how it falls. Okay? Once you sign the reset form, you excuse.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Judge.
You're welcome. And if you can make sure that you sign
Yes.
acknowledgement. I think you may have already done that. Yeah.
That was a good jury.
Oh,
It
yeah.
seemed like they were paying attention.
Oh, yes.
Thank you.
All right, who is here on Humberto Rodriguez?
Julie just stepped out.
All right. Who is here on Jesus Arez Mendez?
I judge that, I think I should have wrote a sticky note on there. That's not what that is.
Okay, okay. All right, on Arez Mendez, recall this for May.
That's a trial for me, that's on a Saturday.
Oh, well, we can't have that. You know what, my calendar is off here, put it on May 27th. But council, but I will tell you, if you want to be here on Saturday, because I gave you that date, I will be here on Saturday. You just let me know.
Yeah. Maybe I get overtime pay, which is now tax-free.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, no, we're good. All right.
You can just change it on his. Wait, you can just change it on his reset.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, Norma, on Arez Mendez, recall this for May 22nd in defense counsel to appear by Zoom. Yes,
The protective order that you were reading.
thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, Your Honor.
Baby jail. Another baby jail.
I've already changed. Yes.
Oh, no, she's saying that I have to document you guys knowing even.
Okay. the attorney for Umberto Rodriguez?
Yeah, down here waiting on an interpreter.
Okay. And where's the attorney on Carlos Vasquez Saldana?
Present, Your Honor.
All right, let me know when you're ready.
Yes, sir. I didn't put that.
Yeah, no, I just know it's fine. Which may have first?
Yes. They're all in big shirts today.
Oh.
They're all in like heavy nuts. I don't know. Yeah, they just.
Summertime already.
So is it really 105 degrees outside?
Yes.
Right now, it's 105.
Yes.
It's like 102, Judge.
All right. See, Deputy Girl, why are you exaggerating?
It's gonna be very, very.
102.
That's, it's
Tomorrow's gonna be even hotter.
It'll be hotter than 105.
You think it's gonna be 110 or something?
Predicting 106.
So that I heard, Judge.
You go from 57 degrees to 105.
One word.
It's Texas.
No, two words.
South Texas.
Texas, yeah.
Okay.
It's just a.
All right, so we're here on Mr. Rodriguez. Today is his pre-deadline date.
Judge, I wanted to approach the court. Mr. Rodriguez has agreed to do a plea on this case. However, he is a resident alien. At this point, I would ask for some time to get a Padilla letter, which I don't have yet.
So he was a resident at our last setting in Batesville, so has you're appointed,
Yes,
has the MAC been informed that he needs an immigration?
I had informed them. I just got word that realized that he was a resident. He had previously been on deferred. For some reason or other, I didn't think that was a problem.
All right, Norma, when is MAC able to get this done?
If he has to put the request in by email, Judge, that's how they're accepting
Which
it.
I'll do today.
And they'll send it,
How long is it gonna take?
I have no idea, Judge.
All right, I'm gonna recall this back, and I'm gonna recall this back on May 27th. All right, it shouldn't take that long,
Let me,
because this case is pretty straightforward on whether or not he will be deported.
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right, so they're gonna give you a reset form for May 27th. And once you sign the reset form, you're excused. All right, do you have any questions, sir?
No.
No. All right, thank you.
Not to be.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank you for calling. Somebody else.
Thank you. I'm sorry. I guess we could. Yeah. Yeah.
Desiree Castro?
I'm present on that.
Yes.
Ms. Castro is on bond. She's on partial home and work, and we haven't had any issues. She does have a pre-K graduation on the 29th. I'm just trying to get her permission together. That's it. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
May I approach, Your Honor?
Yes.
I have the same issue as the other attorney. I gotta get a Padilla letter. Carlos Vasquez Sedana. Okay. Yes, Sedana Vasquez.
All right, Mr. Saldana, come down. Saldana?
We have the interpreter here.
Yes.
could you tell her, did you need her? Robert?
Sorry?
Could you tell her you need her?
Yeah, she's coming up through them.
Okay.
After through here, I'm gonna go to the next office.
Yeah. Did you try emailing them?
I did that. I'm on the case. I didn't get my reports. We're ready to proceed, Your Honor.
All right. So on this case, you say that there is immigration issues?
Yes, Your Honor, we do have a plea agreement. I will talk to Mac after this and see if I can get it quick as possible.
So we're gonna recall your client back, recall him back on May 27th, and we'll see where we are with the immigration. So you'll need to send an email to them.
Well, I'm gonna walk over right now. 'Cause
Okay,
there-
understood.
Judge, if we get it sooner, can we hear?
Yes. All right, sir, do you have any questions? Okay.
No.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
27? Yeah.
You know, Galloway already filled out. Galloway already filled out.
Yeah.
So you don't know if she did or if she did not.
Sure. I'm sorry, did what?
Oh, he was walking past the.
Mr. Featherston, what are you requesting?
He's not requesting anything, Judge. I'm requesting information.
What information are you requesting?
Whether Galloway already filled out a dismissal.
Yes, she did. She did. And it's already been signed by the court. Oh, our photo has already been sent for May 20th. Yes. I don't know why that was on the docket. All right, everyone, we're gonna go over the docket while we're waiting for the But come, if y'all come forward. Court is calling 2025 CR 002692 and 2025 CR 001421, State versus Conrado Adrian
Badari?
Badari.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Could I have parties announced?
Andrew Harrison with the state.
Robert Featherston representing Mr. Vidari.
And are you Mr. Badari?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, in each of the cause numbers, have you received all the discovery? Did you review it with your client?
I have, Your Honor.
Mr. Vidari, in each of the cause numbers, did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
On the.
It's what you're charged with. All right, did you understand it?
Kinda, yeah.
All right, we don't do condoms in the
Oh, yeah,
court.
well, yeah.
So in cause number 2025 CR 002692, you're charged with possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, less than 1 gram, and there's a repeat offender enhancement allegation. Do you understand that? So
Yes.
they're alleging that you committed the offense by possessing less than a gram of drugs, namely methamphetamines. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
And they're saying that you've been to prison before. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right. Did your attorney explain that to you?
Yeah.
Okay. Counsel, in that cause number, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented? Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
Now, Mr. Vidari, in cause number 2025 CR 001421, in the indictment, it's saying that you possessed a controlled substance, methamphetamine, less than a gram. Did you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you speak with your attorney about that? Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented? And each of the cause numbers, did you review these documents? It's telling you certain rights that you have. Did you review that with your attorney and understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places? And each of these cause numbers, the state is proceeding on possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, less than 1 gram. That's a state jail felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent. Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you intend to enter into a plea and give up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
He does.
Mr. Vidari, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promise you anything other than the plea? Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
In each cause number, the court will find that the defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? It's
yes,
the,
ma'am.
it's your agreement that you've reached with the state. Did you review that?
Yes,
And did you understand it?
yes, ma'am.
And each of the cause numbers punishment is to be assessed at 15 months in the state jail facility. The cause numbers will run concurrently. In the cause number 2025 CR 001421, the state is also requesting a $2,000 fine. Did you understand that to be your plea in each of the cause numbers?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense, is that the plea?
That is correct, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea? In each of the cause numbers, did you review the document entitled Waiver of Appeal Paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you sign it in both places?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, I did.
Did you sign the waiver of appeal paragraph in both places? By signing that, You're waiving your right to appeal. The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand? Counselor, are there any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Then to the offense as charged in each of the cause numbers, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? State any evidence.
Case could be contained in exhibit one.
No objection to that, Your Honor.
In each cause number, did you review the waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations with your attorney?
Yes.
Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places? Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent? Did you understand? You have a right to have witnesses brought in.
Okay.
And those witnesses would testify, and the state is presuming they would testify or assuming they would
my behalf?
testify. No,
Honestly, yeah.
the state would bring in witnesses. For
Okay.
example, these are two drug cases. So I'm assuming the state would bring in whoever did the drug testing. They would bring in police officers to say how they came about obtaining these drugs. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So the state is not going to bring those witnesses in here today because you decided to enter a plea. Do you understand?
Okay, yes.
All right. And by entering this plea, you're giving up your right to remain silent, which means that anybody can ask questions of you. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So most importantly, the state is just going to offer these documents into evidence, or they have offered these documents into evidence to prove that you committed these offenses beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand? You need to say yes or no. All right. If you don't understand, just let me
I
know.
really don't understand, but I'm
All right. Let me.
Judge, let me step back with
Sure.
you for just a moment.
Okay.
Talk about waiving your rights to confront witnesses. And the police reports that were attached to both of those, that's really what the judge does. Police reports. But she's gonna look at the police report and see whether there's enough evidence that it might be guilty. If there is enough evidence. Yes, yes. Because, well, there's no illegality. Yes, I know. Yes.
So it was illegal sign.
Well, I do, but you ran a stop sign, and it's really based on a stop sign. You wanna go back and look at it again, and see whether you go for it? Judge will need to review the case a little further. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
I'm sorry about that, ma'am.
No problem.
Let's go ahead and go back.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, we're back on the record. Did you review the waiver and consent to stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you sign it in all the appropriate places? Did you understand that today the state is not going to bring any witnesses? They're offering their evidence through these stipulations. And did you understand that you still have a right to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by entering into this plea bargain agreement
I waive that.
that, that you're waiving that and that the state can now present their evidence in the form of police reports and
Yes,
not
ma'am.
call witnesses?
Yes, ma'am.
Then the court will find that defendant in each cause number has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and court will review the same.
No, it's okay. If you have, this is serious stuff. If you
No,
have
yeah,
a
no, I was
question,
just-
you should
I-
ask.
I'm sorry. I didn't-
All right, in each cause number, the court will find that there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Judge, he's accepted responsibility for his conduct and he respectfully requests that the court follow the plea agreement.
All right. And cause number 2025 CR 0022692. The court will sentence you to 15 months in the state jail facility, give you credit for any time served, request the therapeutic community. This is run concurrent with 2025 CR 001421, and there's been no contact with Brandy Jessica Lopez. And cause number 2025 CR 001421, court, as previously stated, is finding you guilty, will sentence you to 15 months in the state jail facility, give you credit for any time served. This will run concurrent with 2025 CR 002692. There's a $2,000 fine, time and money to run concurrent, and the court will recommend the therapeutic community. In each cause number, did you review the documents entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, because these are plea bargain agreements, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because these are felony convictions, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you're gonna have to, we can go off the record. You're gonna have to make better choices, right? You're getting older. All right, good luck to you, okay?
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Good luck to you. Judge, thanks for sticking around. Appreciate it.
Sure.